Welcome to Becca's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today's reading is going to be on Daniel Martell and the outcome of what he may face in regards to the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan. But first of all, I'm going to talk about a few things that came out yesterday. Okay, I had done the reading yesterday. It's supposed to be uploaded today. So Darin, again, I guess the cousin of Malaya's, still talking to true crime channels, and I guess the source of his was Janie, Daniel's mom. Okay, well, one, that's a huge red flag for me. Two, if the pothole theory, she's out there fixing the pothole theory, and Janie seen Malaya, and she heard this friend of Malaya's say to that the kids are in New Brunswick. Why didn't she tell the RCMP? Why did the RCMP then spend 7 days searching in the woods straight for Lily and Jack? So something doesn't seem kosher about that story or that timeline. Another thing Darin let slip was that Daniel Martell supposedly didn't get along with Jack. Okay? And that Jack had bumps, bruises, scratches, and all those things. Okay? You can go to It's a Crime and Shame. He was on It's a Crime and Shame. Okay? Yesterday, the 24th, is when they did the live. All right. So Darin said Jack had bumps, bruises, scratches. He attributed it to Jack being outside playing. Well, we all know that CPS was involved with Jack and Lily prior to them going disappearing. So is the reason that CPS was involved with them prior to going disappearing was because maybe the school noticed bumps, bruises, and scratches on Jack and Lily. Because if they, I don't know who reported them to CPS, but obviously somebody reported them to CPS, and most likely it was probably the people at school. That's not fact. That's just my thought. I am trying to think where someone would report Jack and Lily to CPS. And my only conclusion would be that they were reported by the school. So either Jack and Lily had said something to people at school about what may be going on at home, because it's not like the people at school were going to Jack and Lily's house and seeing Jack and Lily's house, right? So obviously whoever reported them had seen some sort of misconduct or misbehavior towards the children. So, and Darin using Janie, Daniel's mom, as the source, okay, and saying that she heard one of Malaya's friends who was there during the search say that Jack and Lily are in New Brunswick, sleeping safe and sound in their beds. Okay, so if Janie told what she saw to the RCMP that morning, why would the RCMP waste 7 days searching in the woods? They would have taken Malaya right away and said, what did you do with your kids? So something's not adding up about the story, okay? Again, Darin let it slip that there were bumps, bruises, scratches on Jack, okay? And that apparently Jack and Daniel butted heads. So is this why CPS was involved? Because there was some type of physical sign on Jack or Lily that CPS had seen. But anyways, I have the reading. I just wanted to address what I heard yesterday, okay? That this cousin Darin Durwood, whatever his name is speaking about, okay? Because again, this is all coming from Daniel's side. All this information is coming from Daniel's side. Daniel's side. Okay, and it goes along with what I'm saying is that Darin is either brainwashed by Daniel and doesn't really truly see what's really going on, or they're just all trying to cover something up here. But anyways, I have the reading, okay, and it's the outcome. It's for Daniel. It's the outcome of what Daniel may face for the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan. I'm going to say the reading is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes only. See you at the reading. My opinion, the fact is, Lily and Jack Sullivan have been missing since May 2nd of 2025. All right. And then I've just got the feeling that some of you wonder why I have a candle lit. Okay. Candle is lit for protection for me. Okay. That's all it is. It's a form of protection for me from negative energy and evil energy. All right. Because I am tapping into energy to do these readings. All right. Okay. What is going to be the outcome of the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan for Daniel Martell? What is going to be the outcome of the disappearance for Daniel Martell? Okay, he's going to be proven to be a fraud. Give me more. What is going to be the outcome? Okay, something about the relationship. What is going to be the outcome for Daniel Martell in regards to, in the advice position is drugs and poison. What is going to be the outcome, child? What is this fraud about for the outcome for Daniel Martell? What is this fraud about for the outcome for Daniel Martell? The outcome, whoa. Okay. We have accident, healing. So he's lying about healing, okay? What is going to be the outcome for Daniel Martell for the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan? What is going to be the outcome of this case for Daniel Martell? Loss, debt. What is going to be the outcome? Spouse and partner flew over accident, as you can see. So another person involved. Okay, clarify child and spouse and partner for the outcome for Daniel Martell in the case of missing Lily and Jack Sullivan, Nova Scotia, Canada. Revenge. Is this revenge against the partner? For the outcome? Couple. Clarify drugs and poison and debt. Loss. The outcome for Daniel Martell in regards to the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan from Nova Scotia, Canada. Clarify drugs and poison. Debt. Loss. In regards to the outcome. Ooh, why are we flying over that? There's jealousy coming out. Egotism. His ego's going to get in the way. And that's going to be his ultimate downfall. Clarify dating and healing. That's what is in his challenge position, okay? Clarify dating and healing. The outcome for Daniel Martell. Perversion. So because he's perverted he's changed his story so many times because his ego's gotten in the way because he's been seeking revenge. Okay. Clarify fraud and accident. Mind control. And one more card for clarify fraud and accident. The outcome of the disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan for Daniel Martell. Gift. You guys need to trust your intuition. have that boat there again. Wooded area. And I was thinking about it. The outer space card that I kept getting could be that there's evidence. Again, I kept getting that there was evidence in, like, camera evidence for Lily and Jack, like trail cam evidence and stuff like that. Because I kept getting an unexpected, that someone took a different route than expected. And that outer space card keeps coming out. And I was thinking about the outer space card. Yeah, I can mean that the theories are way out there and stuff like that, and Daniel Martel's theory is way out there, and the cousin of Malaya's theory is way out there. But I was also thinking that for the outer space card, that Lily and Jack Sullivan could be located outside of the search parameters. Again, that's why I feel strongly that they need to bring in cadaver dogs. Because I keep getting that there's missed evidence. But the outcome of, and I'm going to say this reading is alleged for entertainment purposes only. What's under wooded area? Runaway. Okay, that represents Malaya because someone was feeling under pressure. The celebrity card. That represents Daniel Martel with social media. This is a man-made disaster. They're both going to receive punishment for a crime, okay? And they're going to receive the punishment of the crime because you're dealing with deceitful people, okay? They're going to receive punishment equivalent to the crime that was committed, okay? Hang on, let me grab my angel cards here. But is Daniel Martel going to get in trouble for lying and being a fraud because there was some kind of accident, possibly with drugs or some type of poison that he was using to chemically control the children? That's a crime in itself. I mean, I don't know what the laws in Canada are, but I know in the United States, I do have a healthcare background, and you cannot use a medication to alter someone's state. It's like their state of being. It's considered abuse and neglect. And you have to have a written order by a doctor in order to even give a medication or a substance that may alter someone's state of mind. But it's called a chemical restraint. So think of it like this. So say you're dealing with an elderly person who has dementia, right? As the cousin was saying, right? That apparently RCMP couldn't find a woman who has been missing for a year and because she has Alzheimer's and apparently walked outside of her and no one's found her. Okay, so in the United States here, I don't know what the law is in Canada, but you can't even put an alarm on a person without, like, just a clip-on alarm with, like, if they were sitting in a chair, and it's called a chair alarm, right? You can't even put an alarm on a person unless there's a written order by the doctor, because that's considered a restraint. Now, the same applies for medication. You cannot give a medication without a doctor's order because that's considered a chemical restraint. So, did Daniel Martel give the children, or did Malaya give the children something to control them or sedate them, right? And that may have caused the accident, okay? And then they decided to pervert the story, right? He's pretending like he's healing, but he keeps changing his story over and over. What's going to get him is his ego. The fact that he's trying to get revenge, okay, against his partner, which would be Malaya. As I split the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, the forbearing God. Patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. So yes, we may have to have patience for this to come out, okay? But the Five of Pentacles talks about loss. It talks about being left outside in the cold, okay? That's what the Five of Pentacles represents. Okay. Let's see, clarify this, mind control, fraud, clarify fraud, accident, and mind control for the outcome for Daniel Martell. 8 of Cups. Okay. God, the pleasure of man's children. That's no coincidence. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. And the 8 of Cups is all about walking away. Okay, leaving things behind that no longer serve you. Okay. Moving on, trying to move on to something better for yourself. Okay. So, and again, speaking of children. Okay. So was Malaya and Daniel giving the children to alter their state of being, to alter, to maybe, I did have a person put in my comments, okay, one of my subscribers or viewers, that they feel like, and again, I got this a while back too, I've always got the drugs and poison card out, okay, and that some sort of accident happened, all right? But it's different than what I was getting, that maybe Malaya and Daniel were giving them cold medication and there was an overdose with cold medication. That's what I was kind of getting. Okay, but with this mind control here, this is more going along the lines of what someone else had put in my comments, in the sense of they believe that Daniel was giving the children something that Malaya didn't know about, okay, to kind of control them, in a sense, to make them go to sleep. And not go to sleep in a sense of like trying to off them, but to control them, to chemically control them. Okay. Clarify perversion, dating, healing, and perversions. Why is this here for the outcome of the case of missing Lily and Jack Sullivan and Daniel Martell? The outcome for Daniel Martell in this case. Why is this here? Okay. It's children on this. It says, the comforting God. Purification, protection from anxious religious sentiments. Okay. The 9 of Swords. Okay. So that talks about anxiety. Okay, that talks about severe anxiety. Having nightmares, okay? I'll tell you what it says. Let me grab my book. Because my book has, for this deck anyways, maybe I'll do two separate, this will be Daniel's and I'll do a separate video for Malaya. So the 9 of Swords, okay? We have real. We find God's judgment. Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Why? Hang on, just let me go to the... Okay. We have number 15. Comforting God, Cherubim. 46. Page 46. Remember, this is in his challenge position. But the Lord is my defense, and my God is the rock of my refuge. Psalms 94:22. A person born under her will love the company of good people and religious sentiment, and will distinguish themselves through morality. Ariel gives protection against anxious and soul guardians for those born from 4:40 a.m. to 5 a.m. Moral guardians for those born on April 3rd, June 14th, August 25th, November 5th, or January 16th. Physical guardian for those born from May 29th to June 2nd. Okay, so it really, I mean, if those birthdays are significant, okay, I thought there was more in there about that one, but, so, purification, protection from, and that's the thing, he doesn't have protection, that's in his challenge position, he thinks he's being protected, okay, but the Nine of Swords, that's all about anxiety, it also can represent jail, okay, we'll see what drugs, ego, debt, and egotism for the outcome for Daniel Martel. Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. And the Five of Swords, that's winning at all cost. Okay. Number 4, the Hidden God. Divine power guards against mental troubles. Queen of Wands energy. The Five of Swords, desire to know, the acquisition of wisdom. The Five of Swords is the God, the highest being, okay? Five of Swords is winning at all costs, okay? It's being control, it's competition, okay? I don't have these cards in reverse, okay? But this may be representing Malaya here, because that's in the advice position. Clarify child, spouse and partner, revenge. Five of Swords. That is winning at all costs. I do believe this represents Belinda. Okay, this couple card. I do believe this represents Belinda. I don't think Belinda's going to rest until there's justice brought for her grandchildren, Lily and Jack. And why I think this couple card represents Belinda is because there was a picture that I had seen of Belinda, and she was standing with a gray-haired man just like this. And in the reading I did for Malaya's truth versus Daniel's truth, there was clear evidence that Malaya was lying to Belinda, okay? And we got the revenge card over, like, the couple, okay? And to me, that was like, Belinda is not going to rest until she brings justice for her grandchildren. So because of Daniel's need to win at all costs, all right? The reason Daniel may get caught is because of Malaya with the Queen of Wands here. Because he is having so much anxiety and fear and restlessness about him supposedly healing, okay? Because that's in his challenge position. Because he keeps perverting the story. What's this gift about? For the outcome of missing Lily and Jack Sullivan, and Daniel Martel's outcome of the case of missing Lily and Jack Sullivan. What's this gift about? Yeah, someone's gonna... We have the Revealing God, the Knight of Cups. Perception and revelation discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature. Okay. The Knight of Cups is all about action being taken, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, the Eternal God. Intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. I do believe this is going to represent the RCMP. Who's going to take action? Okay. Break this circle. Okay. With the Two of Swords here. So score God, Lord of all virtues, breaking the circle, lifts opposing barriers, brings victory. Yeah, they're going to be releasing information too. The RCMP with the Four of Pentacles. That talks about, the Four of Pentacles talks about control, okay? It talks about holding on so tightly, okay? It could also talk about someone who's miserly, all right? But with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here, this is, the Three of Pentacles always represents like a press conference for me, but a release of information, but people coming together to collaborate, to work in a teamwork, okay? To release information, okay? So self-atonement cures mental illness, deliverance from persecution. And then mental force protects against sorrows and illness, okay? So I do believe that the RCMP is going to break this case, okay? They're going to break this circle here. And in the bottom of the deck, we have death. It says, God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. And I will tell you what that says in the book, okay? So that is the major arcana, number 72. Okay, maybe it doesn't. It says, God, the end of the universe, angels, Psalms 116:7. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord hath dealt bountiful with thee. Those born under the mind will be distinguished in medicine and will unveil secrets of nature. It says, my might protects in mysterious operations, brings success in all things, governs chemistry, physics, and medicine, and influences health and longevity. Soul guardian for those born from 11:40 p.m. to 12 a.m. Moral guardian for those born on May 30th, August 10th, October 21st, January 1st, or March 14th. Physical guardian for those born from March 10th through March 14th. And we have the world underneath that. Because someone was being in the Seven of Swords energy, being deceptive. Okay. It says knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger, cures epilepsy. Again, I had that weird, if you go back and watch my videos, I kept having this weird like vision of one of the kids had what it looked like was having a seizure. So someone was there, the world. Fountain of wisdom gives success in all adventures. Okay. This is talking about cycles being completed. Okay. With death. Wheel of Fortune. So good luck is on RCMP's side. The recording angel. Advancement and progress teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. Again, that's That's that, his egotism getting in the way. Desire to know the acquisition of wisdom. We have the Two of Wands, the helping God, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Yeah. With the Ten of Wands, this is going to be the law enforcement that brings this in, okay? A Ten of Wands is all about, it says God humiliating the proud, okay? God humiliating the proud. Okay, and we have that egotism there. Okay, and this is over revenge, right? Spiritual communication influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. Or women of law. RCMP, law enforcement, will complete this cycle. I just got the death card again. Okay. So again, that talks about endings. So new things can come. It's all about transformation. Okay. Endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. Why? Because someone was the Knight of Wands. God, the good in himself. Protection prevents discovery of secret crimes. So they will discover the secret crime. Okay, they will. And I believe they already have been. And again, if you guys are working on this case, keep working on it, okay? Because we have the Seven of Pentacles here. The seeds that you have planted, all the hard work that you have put in, if you are a crime channel or a tarot channel or whatever, and you're working to try to bring clarity and justice for Lily and Jack Sullivan, keep doing it because it is going to pay off, okay? It says discernment. Be your own leader of discernment as well. Discernment, general prosperity, deliverance of prisoners. And the Seven of Pentacles is all about all the hard work that you have put in. That is going to start coming. You're going to start reaping the rewards and benefits of all the hard work you've put in. So don't give up. RCMP, don't give up. Don't let this case go cold because you will solve it. All right. So I'm going to leave it there for you guys. That's Daniel's outcome. All right. Or Daniel was under the influence with mind control here, an accident. Daniel Martel with fraud there. Because, again, I've always got this. He could have been under the influence of something. Okay. And again, this is also telling me with the Nine of Swords here that he had some sort of with dating, healing, okay, and this being in his challenge position with perversion, okay, he's perverted the story, okay, he's perverted the story about him and Malaya, okay, this is again telling me he was always anxious and worried that Malaya may have been trying to date other people, or that someone would steal Malaya away from him. Okay, so this is just clarifying that Daniel Martel, one, may have had low self-confidence in himself, but two, may have been a controlling person because he was afraid to lose Malaya. Okay, guidance for my viewers and subscribers. You are more than welcome to apply these cards to this reading, but I pulled these cards for you guys, okay, so that whatever may be going on in your life at this current moment in time, you can have some guidance to it. We have 2020. Okay, so this is reminding me of like the documentary, like with Barbara Walters. I think she was the one who did the 2020. Okay, so it says compassion, mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, healing, adaptability, renewal. Your beliefs and assumptions are validated, showing that you are on the right path. Embrace your talents and gifts, using them to benefit both the world and your own prosperity. Serve others with kindness and generosity, as your potential is boundless. Guidance for my viewers and subscribers. Guidance for my viewers and subscribers. We got a lot of twos here, guys. We got a lot of synchronicities, okay? Yeah, and he's trying with mind control there. He's trying to control the narrative. Because this is just bringing me back to, like, the interview that he did. Because, like I said, it reminds me of, like, the 2020 show or whatever that was called. Maybe it was 60 Minutes, but I swear there was one that was called 2020. But 2002, the void, empowerment, growth, friendship, relaxation, joy, openness, exploration, balance. You have more control over your life than you realize. Boop. Pursue your interests and take action to transform your circumstances. Things will improve with time. You'll have plenty of opportunities to make new friends, so relax, have fun, and open up. Step outside and embrace the world around you. High vibes again. We're high vibing over here, everyone. High vibing. Okay? High vibes. Divine blessings, abundance, grand opportunities, synchronicities, faith, life's purpose, soul's calling. Love, joy, and new happiness are just around the corner, waiting for you. What's coming is beyond anything you've imagined. A rare opportunity or an exciting encounter with like-minded souls that will far exceed your expectations. Trust that something incredible is on the way. At the bottom of the deck, ooh, you guys have a big break coming in. There's a big break coming in. New beginnings with the big break. How exciting is that for you guys? New beginnings, opportunity, courage, achievement, endings, new beginnings, adventure, love. Keep an eye out for an opportunity that could change everything. You are completing something significant, and it is rewarding to see yourself level up. It's time to close an old chapter and embrace the new adventure that is about to unfold. And then you have 1515, okay? The big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, momentum, mastery, achievement, passion. An exciting opportunity, support, or an extra resources are heading your way. Keep moving forward with enthusiasm and enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication will be handsomely rewarded. This is amazing for you guys, okay? Absolutely amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Keep whatever you're doing, you have a big breakthrough coming through, okay? Again, please keep sharing Lily and Jack Sullivan's missing persons flyer with anyone and everyone until they are 100% found, okay? Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Please do hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I do upload a video. You all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.